YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Diesel from Dieseltv. All right, man, we are here with another video of police perspective. All right, this is where I watch a video pertaining to the police and I give my perspective as a police officer. You guys know I'm in law enforcement, been in law enforcement for a little while, and I just give my perspective on some things I see. Now, I want you guys to understand, this is like Monday armchair quarterbacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what he was feeling at the time or on the scene or anything like that. So the things I'm looking at is things that could be totally different if I was there on the scene. I want you guys to keep that in mind, okay? So just because I say he might have done something wrong doesn't mean he did something wrong at that time, because like I said, I've seen body camera footage of myself where it's like, why did I let that happen? You get what I'm saying? So just bear with me with it, man. Keep in mind that this is just, you know, after the fact. We can sit back and we can, you know, analyze everything this man did as a police officer and everything that people did as, you know, on the other side also, and go from there. All right, so let's get the video started, man. Here we go.
72 stop at 2700 Shady Valley Drive on a blue Kia Forte, Ohio tag, John Edward Henry 7969, black male, black shirt, black female, black shirt. What's going on? How y'all doing? Alright, well, I see the Ohio tag. I'm not sure if y'all from here or not, but you can't be inside the park in the city of Atlanta between the hours 11 p.m. 6 a.m. You got your IDs on you? You have your IDs on you? Yes. From Anita.
See, that's the first thing. Oh man, that is one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to dealing with people. Is I'm not asking you if you got an ID on you just to know if you carrying one, dog. Like, do you have your ID on you means get your ID. Let me see that thing. You know what I'm saying? You never know what we're gonna need the ID for. We might need it just to log that you were here and you were told. And most of the time, that's what it's for. Like, if I'm asking for an ID for something like this, I'm usually just asking for ID so I can log in my computer and say, hey, I've already encountered these people. They've been told not to be here after hours. If you encounter them again, you might want to charge them or something like that. Or if I wanted to charge them, I need their ID to charge them. She's just standing there. Okay, well, okay, hold on. He might have his ID. He might have that ID. See? Look at her. She just standing there. Like, she gonna be a problem. I'm gonna tell you right now, she gonna be a problem. Now I've seen part of this video. I know pretty much there's some screenshots of her are looking up or something like that, or yelling or something like that. I haven't seen the whole video, but that's all I've really seen of this video before now. Okay, so I pretty much can assume that she's gonna be a problem, but I can tell just by her body language right now and how she's acting that she's gonna be a problem. And I don't know why. I have no idea what the deal is with her, but she just stood there when he was like, can you get your IDs? He had to ask her twice for her ID. Just stand by, I'll be right back with you. All right, so apparently they sped it up for the video. That's not me doing this. This is the video that I'm getting it from. They speeding it up. And so, like I said, man, you know, when you walk up to somebody like that, you just never know. You never know exactly what it is that they're there for, anything like. We all know what they at the park for. I mean, of course, we all know what they're at the park for, but sometimes you just never know. So like I explained to you, can't be in the park at night. He's going to receive a ticket stating that he was in the park at night. Alright, let me get a sign right on that.
They're not signing nothing. Is it a charge or is it just a ticket?
Okay, so it's a little bit different there, I guess. Is it a charge? He said, no, it's a ticket. A ticket here is a charge. You've been charged with something. And I don't know if they consider certain tickets charges or just a violation of city ordinance. And that might be what it is. But here, if you get a ticket, you've been charged with something. Even if it's a simple infraction of not wearing your seatbelt, it's still a charge. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a criminal charge, but it's still a charge.
You cannot sign it with a jail.
Dang. He said you cannot sign and go to jail, so that means you have to sign everything. So what a lot of places do, they make you sign stuff to verify that you did receive that fine or that court date. You know, a lot of people say, I didn't get it. I never got a fine or anything like that. Well, a lot of places I've gone to forcing you to sign a citation or any kind of violation or fine or charge or anything like that, to say that you acknowledge, you know, when that court date was or how much that fine is and when that fine needs to be paid. So I think that's the reason why.
Copy of citation. You got any questions? Come over here for me, ma'am. Can you come here, ma'am?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, but that's twice he's has to ask her for her ID. That's twice he done said, "Can you come over here, ma'am?" And she just looking at him like, now she might not have heard him. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She might not have heard him.
Alright, so you're gonna receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. Alright? Just need to sign right here on the edge.
But because we're out of, didn't you say we were out of town, so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason.
Okay, so she's trying to say because she was out of town and they would have known that she shouldn't have been given a ticket. Just because you don't know the laws doesn't excuse you from committing a crime. You know what I'm saying? So if you commit a crime and you didn't know you was committing it, you still committed that crime. And I don't know how it is here, but more than likely, I'm just shooting this out there, more than likely there's a sign somewhere that says you can't be at the park after dark or after certain hours or something like that. There's got to be a sign somewhere, because every park I've been to has those signs of when you can go to the park or not. So there's probably a sign there that says you can't be there at a certain time. So that alone right there, it negates everything that she's saying.
You should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
Hold up. Why did he let her? That is an absolute no. Why did he let her go back to the car? Like, yo, she can't, dude, no, bro, listen. No. Man, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not there at the time. I don't know what it was that was running through his mind or anything like that, but that is a big, huge safety concern right there. Her going back to her car like that? Heck no. And if it was me, I know I've been in this situation before. Somebody walked away from me, go try to go back to their car, and I'm like, ma'am, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. I'm about to pull out my gun. I'm going for my gun, and I'm pointing it at him like, yo, stop where you're at. I don't know exactly what you're doing. I don't know what you're trying to get to. Stop where you're at. And he just let her walk back to her car. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it though. But guys, just know that when you're out on a scene like this and an officer has started doing his job, he is in control of that stop. Okay, you are not in control of that stop. He is in control of that stop. So whatever he says, you need to do, or it could go bad for you. And stuff like this is what can get you in trouble. Thank God she just came back with a phone. Thank God she just came back with a phone. Okay, I just saw something. So okay, if you look, pay attention, he starts backing away from the gentleman. Right when she dips down in the car, he starts backing away. I think he was on his thing like, what is she doing? Just watch.
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not gonna give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're gonna be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
There we go. Good job, officer. So, as I said, an officer is in control of that traffic stop. He really, the information that she's looking for right now is null and void, because if she would sign the citation, the information is on the site. You don't even have to ask for that. Sign the citation, you get all this information right here. I don't have to give it to you. I'm about to give it to you after you sign your citation. And see, that's the thing about it. People don't understand. All the information that you want and need is on that citation. He's going to give you his badge number. He's going to give you his officer name and all that stuff on the piece of paper that you're going to get. You just sign it.
Are you gonna sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
All right, click clack, clickety clack. She about to go to jail. So this is probably around the time where I saw those memes of this lady here on social media and stuff. Clickety clack, she about to go to jail. And let me tell you guys, listen, just think how uncalled for this is. This did not have to go this far. This literally did not. This could have been a very easy in and out. By now, they would have been said, hey, leave the park. Please enjoy the rest of your night. I'm sorry it went down like this. However, it would have ended. But it could have ended way different than this. They would have had a little fine. Now she's got now she's going to have an actual criminal charge. I don't know exactly what the criminal charge is, but if I was the one who's probably obstructed the leg.
Can you put your hands behind your back for me? Hey, listen, man. She said she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sorry?
Ma'am.
You're holding me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
I'm sorry?
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey, look it up.
Sorry.
Put your hand behind your back. Come on. I need you to back up. I'm just saying, I need you to back up. You don't need to touch her like that. She's not putting her hands behind her.
All right, so he's told the dude to back up twice. After that, if I tell you again, you're going to jail. Period, point blank. See, what people don't understand is it's not the fact that we're just trying to lock people up. People have to understand that we, as law enforcement, have to keep ourselves safe. If we're telling you to back up, you are no longer in that fight, my dog, unless you want to be in that fight, and that's because you ain't backing up. So if you are not willing to back up, then you got to go to jail. I'm sorry. So this guy right here is probably going to get some charges as well.
I'm asking a question. All I'm doing is asking.
Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay. I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks.
Hey, she about to smell what the rock is cooking. You get what I'm saying? She about to smell what the rock is. he about to lay her down. I can tell. Because if it was me in this situation here, what I've learned over my career is that the quicker you can get them to think about resisting, the easier your fight will be. You know what I'm saying? So usually if something like this happens and I'm like, hey, turn around, I'm jerking you down to the ground real quick. I'm doing a little a leg sweep, something to make you feel some kind of power. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to think about what you're doing because it's about to go bad for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Hey, listen, she needs to put her phone down. Okay, you put your phone down. Okay, Mr. Hold on. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not going to refuse to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
You don't have an option now.
But I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket.
Okay, so he needs to get a better camera holder. He needs to get a better camera holder because it fell off, and really he ain't really even been in no scuffle or nothing, and it's falling off just very easily. So he need to get a better camera holder. That's one of the things I always have harped on with my guys with the equipment and all that stuff is make sure we got the correct equipment, because once their mind goes away from dealing with this suspect and making sure their camera's angled correctly, we're gonna have a problem. It's probably gonna turn into a problem. It's probably gonna be a problem for the officer.
I'm going to sign the ticket. I know, but I'm going to sign the
I guess the dude started recording now. There's another clip. So the guy started recording.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign the ticket.
I'm
asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back? I'm going to sign.
Okay, so look, you see right there in between the man's legs, that's his camera dangling down there in between the officer's legs. He needs to get a better camera, because you can see in the officer's body camera how it's hanging, and that's where it's hanging right there. I'm glad we got this second view, because we would not know what was going on. All right, let's.
But why am I under arrest? I'm going to sign the ticket.
That's all it is.
I'm going to sign the ticket.
That's why she signed the ticket. You told me you're not signing.
I'm going to sign the ticket now. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign the ticket.
Option now.
Why don't I have the option, Mr.
I gave you
Brooks?
2 options. She was asking for your badge number.
I'm asking for your badge number, and I wasn't clear on why you start giving my badge number.
Sir, you do not have to hold her like that.
Oh my God! Mr. Brooks, I'm telling you that I'm going to sign
Put your hands on your back like that.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God! I'm so sick. Oh my God! Please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested?
Yo, oh, I don't mean to laugh at that, but hold on. Oh man. Please God, in the name of Jesus, right? You shouldn't have been acting like a heathen in the first place, lady. What's wrong with you? This could have went totally different, man.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign the ticket. Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested?
He's fixing his camera again. And then homeboy just standing right over him. Like, yo, that is a safety issue. You need to back up, son.
Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Put your hands on your
Tell me why I'm being arrested. I have the right to know.
Sir, you're not safe.
Oh my God!
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not
resist. Why are you pulling out? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. No, sir, this is unnecessary. What are you doing? This is unnecessary.
So this is the thing about pulling out a taser or a gun, okay? A lot of officers use the taser and the gun to intimidate somebody to follow direction. If you are not at the point where you think you can use that taser or gun, you don't need to be pulling it out. I know he felt like he was outnumbered because there was 2 there and he was the only one there. And I don't understand why there was not any backup there if he's calling and saying that there's people at the park. I don't know if that's a normal thing or something like that and nobody's concerned if he's out with 2 people at the park, but I don't know why there wasn't any backup on the way. And he didn't even, I don't know what's going on. I think he called for backup right before this scene right here. But I don't understand why. So he pulled out his taser, said he was going to taser, didn't taser. And the other guy was like, what are you tasing her for? And he's like, I didn't taser. And it's like, you're focused on what this man is saying. It was just, that's just.
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. That's why I'm not putting my hands on my back. I'm not giving you a reason. You haven't told me my rights or told.
Okay, look, a lot of people think that they're owed a reason why they get arrested, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. Okay, I have heard a lot of people have said officers can't put their hands on females, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. I have actually searched females before. I've searched them before they go in my car. Before anybody goes in my car, if they are arrested, I search them. Now, I do search them a little bit different than I search males, yes. But I have searched females. I have felt under the breast with the back of my hands to make sure there were no weapons or anything like that. I've lifted up. I haven't flashed myself, but I've pulled the bra away from the shirt. Like you just pull it away from the shirt like that to let whatever's in the bra fall down, just to make sure there's nothing in the bra. I've done that before. I've searched females before. It was never anything sexual or anything like that. Now they might claim it was, but that's why we have cameras. There is no way I'm gonna put somebody in my car without searching them. That is a very huge safety violation, period. It's not gonna happen. And then if you don't have any females on duty or available to come and search, then it's just what it is. You shouldn't have broke the law. Now what she's saying is, I'm not putting my hands behind my back because I don't know what I'm going to jail for. Ma'am, that is not a reason not to put your hands behind your back if the officer saying you're arrested. Like, that makes no sense.
Why I've been arrested?
Sir, I'm not backing up.
Okay, so now he's just asked him to back up a 4th or a 5th time. 4 or 5 times he's asked him to back up. He said, sir, I'm not backing up. He needs to go to jail.
That's why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You have not told me, you have not running my rights or anything, and you're still doing this to me. I don't understand. Can you please just tell me why I get arrested? That's all I'm asking.
I just told you.
Why?
You just signed the ticket.
I did not. I told you I was going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I told you I was going to sign the ticket. Can I please sign the ticket?
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back, man.
I'm telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Man, put your hands behind your back.
Look how close this man is. I didn't see this officer search them or anything. This man could have a weapon on him. Golly, this is so. I'm sorry, bro. I would not want to be in this situation here. That's why I tell my guys, man, we back up. If there's going to be somebody out with a suspicious person, a suspicious person alone, I want backup. But if it's more than one person, I want backup. Like, this is not a good place for this officer to be in.
Why you don't understand?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Like that, sir. The situation is all gone.
You are hurting me.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I told you I left it right. You have not told me to run in my rights. You have not done anything. You're not telling me why I'm going to
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, shout him out and arrest him.
I had to get.
Now I know some officers that would have tased her by now. She would have been tased. She would have rolled that ride. Period. Especially acting like this, she would have rolled that ride. And then the new tasers, they would have tased her and then put it up and say, put your hands behind your back, and tased him at the same time, and she would have took 2 rides.
Small resistance.
So now the other officer is telling him to back up. Now the other officer is telling him he needs to back up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Both of these guys, I hope both of them go to jail.
Come on, man.
Oh my God! This is real!
Y'all put in the chat if you think she was being actually really hurt. Like, put in the chat if you think she was if the statement "y'all are really hurting her" was true or not. Y'all put the comments down there, man. Let me know what you think, cause I don't think she was hurting. I don't think he was hurting her. I think he handled her with white gloves. I really think he was very gentle with her because he didn't want to hurt her too bad. I think that was the thing, because this lady ain't a small lady. If he wanted to handle her and really handle her, he was going to have to put some power behind that, because she ain't small. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got some cheeks on her. She got some arms on her. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no small feat right there.
Code 4063. That was unnecessary. You can record from over here.
Look, he's still not moving, bro. Like, he God.
What's your name, sir? Guys, I'm here. Where y'all taking her? What do you mean back up? This is my how does it? She's hurting right now. What do you mean take care of? We're just here for a party. Now she's dying. Hey, bro, just
Oh my God!
Go ahead and search her before I put it in. Alright,
So look, he said, go ahead and search her before I put her in. He said, I bet. That's a male officer.
Any eyes, anything like that? You sure? Alright.
Oh my God!
Put your finger inside.
Can I have my phone?
Yo! Can I have my phone? Can I have my phone? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that ad?
Oh my God! Can I have my phone? Can I have my phone?
Award goes to this lady right here. She is an award winner. She is an award. How you go from full blown, you're hurting me, crying to, can I have my phone? So why ain't they? Why is he not arresting the other dude? So he said, "Are you gonna tow his car?" But he said, "No." I guess he's not gonna charge the homeboy. I guess he's not gonna charge him.
This is nothing but we were just acting part. I know all we were about to do was leave. That's what we were about to do. And she was asking why did she have to sign a ticket? And then that's how and then it escalated from there. Well, that's why she was like, she wanted an explanation of why I got the pay. I said, I'm not signing. Then when I took the phone accounts off, she said that at first until you said you're going to jail, she didn't know that was the consequence of not signing the ticket. Oh, so me saying she's not going to jail wasn't enough? She was asking why do I have to sign a ticket? You said it was just like, oh, you going to jail if you don't sign it. That's not a good explanation of why you need to sign a ticket. I mean, but that's just saying that's the consequence. That's not the thing. All you had to say was like we were just about to leave. We were leaving. You were coming to tell us the park's closed, y'all got to get out. That's it. And now you had to just drag her on the floor and hurt her over the park? She said you got like 6-7 cops over a park. Somebody getting shot right now. Y'all over here just over some bullshit. I mean, we didn't get any calls about anybody getting shot right now. I'm saying.
Yo, that was a good one.
If they did, they wouldn't be there. Y'all wouldn't be there. Y'all be here. We were here before it got after dark. I didn't know that. I didn't know the time of the park closed. That's why he came over here and told us when the park closed. You see my tag, you see I'm not from here. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I'm not saying what every other thing is. I'm just telling you what you asked me.
Mason, and then y'all lost it. Are you signing? No. They want to take handcuffs off. Who knows I'm signing? Nah.
Oh, see, hey, listen, like this must be a common practice, a common thing that they run into, because it seems like every other officer saying you didn't sign it, so you're going to jail. I mean, that's just what it is. That might be like a thing. If they don't take him to jail, if they bring back a citation without a signature, they could get in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like it's something that is common. It's not like it's not an abnormal thing to take somebody to jail if they don't want to sign it. See, he said you can hit her with obstruction. So that's what I was saying from the beginning. That is the only thing that I feel like if we had that rule here or that law here in North Carolina, it would be able to obstruct and delay law that you could charge them with, and that's it. It wouldn't be any more than that. She's still fake crying. She's still fake crying. Now y'all saw how she acted before. Now she's still fake crying. No, she cannot have a phone. A prisoner cannot have their phone. Only time a prisoner can have their phone is if there was that vehicle. They didn't tow that vehicle, and they were asking that we call a family member. Sometimes we don't allow them to call a family member to come up there and get the car because we could see issues or problems. I've let them do that before because they were cooperative. Now I would not go out my way to allow somebody to do something like that if they acted like her. That car would be towed. She would not be calling no family members unless there were some kids in that car, and I didn't want to have to call CPS, whatever y'all call it, DSS. We call it DSS, Department of Social Services. We would have to call DSS to come and get them kids. Other than that, I am not allowing you to use your phone for Nathan. You will not be. We gonna tow the car. You can get it when you get out of jail.
You're in custody.
Can you give Mr. Nick my phone, please?
Yeah, I can give him your phone.
Can you please give him my phone?
That's fine.
Thank you.
Hey, this is sweet.
Oh my God.
It took so much restraint, boy. I don't even play like that.
See, so I know he handled her with white gloves because he's saying now it took so much restraint. Like, a lot of officers do not want to handle women a certain way. I've been in the game for a little while, so I see it a little different. Like I said at the beginning, boy, she would have smelled what the Rock is cooking. Cooking. Like there would have been, I mean, I'm telling you, like, yo, she would have got, I mean, she would have got handled a little bit more rough than that. I'm telling you right now, if she would have been resisting, she would have got handled a little rougher than that. There wouldn't have been no white glove treatment because she got the white glove.
Oh my God. Nick, can you please get my phone? Mr. Bush is trying to give me my phone, Nick.
No, I told her, I was on for 26 hours. But the GPS kept going like
You feel what? Real sick? What's wrong with you?
My neck is hurting. My neck and my back is hurting, Mr. Bush. My neck is I'm hurting.
Okay, I'm about to go raise gravy for you.
Oh my God, I'm hurting. My back is hurting. My neck and my arms are hurting.
Now she found something else to be the Grammy Award winner about, her neck and her back, and so now he's gonna have to call the ambulance out there, and this just gets.
Oh my God!
This, I can see why this video was so long. All right, I'm sure he's gonna have to call a supervisor. So let's see if we can get that video.
going to see seven.
Okay, they go to sergeant right there. Hold on, let's go back. See if we can find it. They go to, that's the sergeant right there. Okay, right there. God, there's that big boy. The big boy right there. He got a big old boy right there. All right. So that's to come up to the scene. All right.
Explain the same thing to her. Let her know that she's going to receive the ticket for being a part of after hours. She was like, I'm not signing it. So if you don't sign it, you're going to jail. She was like, what's your name? What's your badge? You know, I'm trying to give her all that stuff. I'm like, don't sign it? She was like, no, I'm not signing it. She started asking me all these other words. I'm not a living secretary. I'm getting you out there. She said no. Then when I took the cuffs out, she was like, oh, you signed it before. It's too late now. Now when it's time to put the handcuffs on, she resisted and wouldn't give me all this. Well, I just got the city charge disorderly conduct.
I don't know if y'all hear that, but he said, "What are you going to hit her with? Delay and obstruct or what?"
Being on the park after hours. She complained over more than that and all that and whatnot.
Six dash 81 subsection 7. Interfering with
So I did take it to the ground, but it wasn't like a use of force. It just like a leg sweep. Hey, bro, do me a favor. Step on that too, man. We still talking, bro.
There you go, Sarge. There you go. Tell him to step on over there. Just don't tell him to back up. Tell him where to go. I think that was the main problem with they was just coming and telling him back up, and back up doesn't mean anything. You can take one step back and you're backing up. Sarge went over there and said, hey, have a seat over there. He pointed over to his car and said, have a seat over there. Only thing is there's unknown weapons in the car. Now, granted, they've been out there for at least 24 minutes. On the video, it says 24 minutes. Granted, they've been out there for 24 minutes and he ain't grabbed nothing. So they probably feel safe that he's either not going to grab nothing or there's not anything in the car. So that's why they sent him over.
I'll be over there with you in a second, bro.
Oh, look. Hey, Saw look cool. Hey, Saw pimping. Look at little toothpick in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over there with you in a second, bro. You know what I'm saying? Saw look cool.
Like I said, I did a leg sweep. No punches, nothing like that. Still resisting, though. Still, she won't give me all my life.
Okay, he also said he just did a leg sweep. He didn't do anything that was use of force kind of takedown thing. He just did a leg sweep, and that's how it is. There are some departments that if you put handcuffs on somebody, it's a use of force. If you have to forcefully put hands by taking them to the ground and putting handcuffs on them, that's a use of force. Some departments there has to be something further than that. A strike or something. That's a use of force. And I think that's where it is there, is that you have to go a little bit further than just placing handcuffs or just doing a leg sweep or a takedown to the ground or something like that before you can do a use of force. Now, if she had visible marks, most likely they would be doing a use of force.
I didn't want to take it to the other stuff, so I was just dash 81 subsection 7. That's the only thing that I could find to Hey, yo, my man. What's up, son? You okay? Yeah, I'm good. So, there was a female, so I didn't want to call her. So, pulled up behind him, went to car wash hours. So, got the license, give him a cop. So, first money in Brooks out. What's the code for this park? 110-60. Use the park at night. So, explained to him that they're going to stop your charges. He was like, do I have to sign it? Explained to him if he doesn't sign it, he's going to fix me. So he signed it. My female lady, and the same thing with her. She was like, I'm not signing it. So she was like, I explained to her, I said, okay, if you don't sign it, you're going to jail. What's your badge number? What's your name? What's your first name? Like, I'm not telling you my first name. Officer Brooks, 745. Explained that to her. Then I told her, asked me again, I said, you going to sign it? No. And she started asking some more questions. I said, listen, I'm asking you one more time. Are you going to sign it? She said, no. So now when I take the handcuffs off, she said, oh no, I'm going to sign it now. I said, no, I don't play like that. You're going to jail. Yeah, she was pulling away, wouldn't give me a hand, she was tucking her hand out. So I was able to get one hand, she wouldn't give me the other. We'll do a little sweep on the no punches thrown, everything like that.
See, there you go. So he says no punches thrown. So I guess that's where the use of force comes in if you actually use more than just a leg sweep or your typical takedown to go down to the ground. If you have to use more to get them to comply. Like if he would have used his taser, and that might be a reason why he didn't use his taser, because that's a use of force. Anytime you use your taser is a use of force.
Just one.
All right, so we are going to end it right there. I don't know exactly what happens. I'm gonna watch a little bit more and see if I need to come back, but I think we're going to end it. Let me watch a little bit more and see if it's going to come back, if we need to come back to anything. All right, we are going to end it right there, and that is going to be the end of that video. As you guys could see, the female was just being very, very, very uncooperative. I don't know why. It blows me to understand why she was being the way she was being over a little ticket that she was wrong. I mean, I just don't understand that. So she ended up going to jail. From what I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I've heard is that she filed a use of an excessive force complaint on that officer for using excessive force. You guys let me know in the comment section if you think it was excessive force or not. I personally, I don't think so. I think he didn't use enough force to get her to comply and get her in handcuffs as soon as possible. So you guys let me know what you think about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and share my channel, man. Share my videos. Y'all know what it is, man. Your boy is out.